Emma, is everything going smoothly? Your dad and I are on our way to the venue now. I keep imagining what you'll look like in your wedding dress. Your dad is already tearing up and we haven't even left the car. That's way too early to cry, Mom. I'm still getting into my dress right now. I'll be done with my hair and makeup soon, so just wait for me in the bridal suite when you get here. It'll probably take a while, fair warning. Well, you're the star of the day. Of course getting ready takes time. I've never been through it myself, so I can only imagine. But I know how much you've put into today, and I think it's going to be beautiful. Diana, you and Dad never got to have a real wedding ceremony, did you? Oh, that's all right. You were still so young back then. It felt a little presumptuous for me, the new wife, to throw a big wedding. But being here for your wedding, oh, that makes me genuinely happy. You'd better sit in the family section, okay? My mom may have passed away, but that doesn't change anything. You're my mother, too. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That means more than you know. I mean it. You never tried to replace her. You just showed up and stayed. That matters. Well, you made it easy. You always did. Now stop making me emotional before I've even gotten to the venue. Tell Dad to get it together, too. I've already tried. He found the photo album from when you were 7, and now it's completely hopeless. Oh no, hide it. Seriously. Too late. He's been clutching it since we left the house. That man. But I have to be honest, I'm a little uneasy. The venue team is so professional. Nothing will go wrong, don't worry. No, it's not that. It's Ryan's family. I still haven't been properly introduced to them. Ryan arrived with his parents, but... Maybe they're waiting until after you've changed. They're probably just giving you space. I hope so, but something felt off. I spotted them in the hallway and went over to say hello, and they just froze me out, barely acknowledged me. Maybe I'm reading too much into it? What do you mean by froze you out? Did they not respond at all? Well, his mother looked at me for a second, then turned away, like she was looking past me. His aunt didn't even glance up. I said good morning, and it was like I'd said nothing, just silence. That's strange. Deliberately strange. Have you mentioned this to Ryan? Not yet. I didn't want to start the day with a fight. I thought maybe I was being oversensitive. You're not oversensitive. You have good instincts. If it felt wrong, it probably was. Keep your phone on. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. They're probably just nervous. It's a big day. Well, perhaps they're nervous too. It is a big day for everyone. I really hope that's all it is. Ryan, what was that? What is going on? We were supposed to take photos together with your whole family when they saw me in my dress, and instead they all looked straight through me like I wasn't even there.
Oh, so now that I told you to shut up, you think sending a text gets around that? Clever. Just stay quiet, put on a smile, and act normal until the ceremony is over.
Why is everyone ignoring me? Not one person would make eye contact. Not a single hello, not a single congratulations, nothing. My parents were standing right there, completely mortified. And then you tell me to shut up? What on earth is happening right now?
We dropped the act.
Excuse me?
Once we got to the wedding day, we didn't have to keep pretending anymore. God, it's been exhausting, putting up with someone as dull as you. Look, me, my parents, my whole family, we all can't stand you. So don't say another word until this is over. I'm gonna divorce you eventually anyway, but we need to get through today or my dad's business deals fall apart.
What are you even saying?
You've been cheating on me, and I have proof. Your dad is an executive at a major company, and his firm does business with my parents' company. You figured we couldn't be the ones to call off the engagement, so you thought you could get away with it. Once the ceremony is over, I'm serving you with divorce papers and taking you for every cent I can get.
Hold on, I have no idea what you're talking about. What cheating?
Spare me the wide-eyed innocent routine. It's embarrassing. I know everything. You've been texting some guy named Sean constantly. Real cozy stuff.
You went through my phone without asking?
Yeah, I did. What? Is there something in there you didn't want me to see? The fact that you're upset I looked is basically a confession.
Anyone would be upset if their privacy was violated. That's completely normal. If you'd asked, I would have shown you my phone.
I couldn't risk you deleting the evidence first. Obviously, I wasn't gonna ask. You've been messaging this guy constantly. He lives overseas and he's coming to the wedding today. What is this, some kind of rendezvous at our own wedding venue? That's sick!
You got this completely wrong. Sean isn't someone I'm seeing. He's my brother.
Your brother? He wasn't at any of our family introductions. You never mentioned having a brother, not once. You seriously expect me to believe that now, right before the ceremony? That's the weakest excuse I've ever heard.
It's not an excuse. The reason I didn't bring it up is that we're not blood related. My dad remarried. Every time I've told people I have a brother, they'd say we don't look alike and start asking a million questions about the remarriage. So I made it a rule to only bring it up in person when Sean was actually back in the country.
How convenient. You had your cover story all prepared in advance. Of course you did, if you were planning to invite your side piece to the wedding.
I told you about Sean before we were even engaged. You forgot. He lives abroad and couldn't make the family dinner. None of this is a secret.
That's real convenient timing, bringing all this up today of all days.
No matter what I say, you're not going to believe me, are you?
Obviously not. Look, we're at a disadvantage here. Your father's company is our business partner. This whole marriage was arranged between our families. I thought about calling off the engagement, but that could hurt future deals. So the plan is, get married, then hit you with proof of cheating, take the settlement, and walk away. That's what you deserve for what you've put us through.
You planned this. This entire thing was planned.
You gave us reason to.
You talk like you're the victim in all this.
I am the victim. What? You think you're the wronged party here? You're the one who cheated. You're the one who caused this. So keep your mouth shut until it's over.
Fine.
Not one word. Nobody here wants to hear your voice.
Emma, are you okay? What they just did was absolutely unacceptable. Your father is furious. Tell me everything. What happened? Diana, I'm sorry for worrying you. Ryan thinks I've been cheating on him. Cheating? How did he even get that idea? He looked through my phone without permission and found my messages with Sean. He violated my privacy, refused to hear my explanation, and decided I was guilty. When I said Sean was my stepbrother, he called it a made-up excuse. Well, that's insane. You explained it clearly, didn't you? I told him Sean was my brother living abroad, but he said it was a story I'd prepared in advance. He didn't believe a word. That's exactly why I was careful about how I brought it up. Sean is my son from my first marriage. The resemblance isn't there, and people always doubted it. Emma hated that more than anything. I told Ryan about Sean before we got engaged. He forgot. Diana, I know this marriage was set up through our parents' professional connection, but I still believe in it. I genuinely wanted to build a happy life together. You said you were going to make yourself happy, I remember. You told me that the night before the engagement announcement. You said, even if it started as a business arrangement, I'm going to make something real out of it. I meant that. I really did mean it. Oh, Emma, don't do that to yourself right now. You acted in good faith. That's not a flaw. The man I was going to marry and his entire family have been operating on assumptions and contempt. They ignored me, screamed at me, insulted me. People like that have no future worth sharing. I'm going to leave. That's the right call. We'll handle whatever comes next. Thank you, Diana. Tell Dad I love him too. I've been texting him, but he hasn't seen it yet. Oh, he's too worked up to check his phone. I'll pass it along. And Emma, walk out with your head up. Don't let them see anything but calm on your face. Already gone. I'm 3 blocks away. That's my girl.
Hey, where are you? Do you have any idea what you just did? You walked out right before the bride's entrance. What were you thinking?
You told me not to say a single word during the ceremony. So I didn't say a word. I just left. Why should I be getting scolded right now?
Leaving is completely different from staying quiet. Get back here now!
No, give me one good reason why I should. You don't want to marry a cheater, right? Or wait, maybe you never actually believed I cheated. Maybe it was just a setup to get grounds for a settlement after the wedding? I didn't think you were that calculating. I'm almost impressed. Either way, you don't want to be married to someone like that, do you?
Of course I don't! But if we don't go through with this, my parents are in trouble!
Well, that's your problem, not mine. Besides, if I actually cheated, just say so. My father doesn't coddle me just because I'm his daughter. If I was the one who messed up and the engagement fell apart because of it, he wouldn't torch a business relationship over that.
You're being completely irrational right now!
You told me your whole family hates me, that you'd been pretending, and that you planned to divorce me and take my money. Which part of leaving is irrational?
Just come back! My relatives are on my case to bring you back right now!
Are my relatives asking me to come back?
That's...
Besides, I've already put quite a bit of distance between me and the venue. You did say I was quick on my feet. Turns out that's true.
Stop messing around! You're causing problems for everyone involved!
Problems for everyone? I'm blowing up the wedding.
What?
I wasn't celebrated, I wasn't welcomed, I wasn't believed. And then I was told not to speak at my own wedding. Who in their right mind would go through with a ceremony like that? It's an awful, humiliating situation. Of course I'm walking away from it.
That's your selfishness! Do you know how much work went into planning this? Get back here or I'll tell every single guest what you did!
Go ahead, tell them. Tell them exactly what happened today, from the beginning. Tell them how your family ignored the bride. Tell them what you said to me in those messages. I'll wait. That's what I thought.
Mrs. Harrison, I'm sorry to contact you like this. Please, could you bring Emma back? I've tried everything and she won't respond to me.
And exactly what gives you the nerve to contact me right now? Thick-skinned doesn't begin to cover it. You understand that my husband and I watched you and your family treat our daughter like she was invisible. We saw it. You think, after witnessing that, we would help drag her back to you?
There's context you don't have.
Context?
Yes, I didn't want to bring this up to Emma's parents, but Emma has been unfaithful. She took advantage of the fact that we couldn't be the ones to back out of this.
Emma? Cheating? What are you talking about?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's true.
All right. I don't believe my daughter would do something like that without reason. If you have grounds for this accusation, I'd like to see them.
I've just sent you a screenshot. It's proof that Emma has been in constant contact with a man who lives overseas.
I can see that. She messages him every day.
There's more. I found what looks like photos of the two of them together.
That's Sean.
What?
Sean. That's his name, isn't it?
You knew about this? You knew she was...
Excuse me? He is my son. Of course I know who he is.
Your son?
Sean is my son from my first marriage, my child from before, which makes him Emma's stepbrother. What exactly is wrong with a sister staying in regular contact with her brother?
That can't be right. He's her brother?
That's what I'm telling you. And Emma told you the same thing. Did you not hear her? Or did you just choose not to listen?
She said that, but the family introduction dinner, he wasn't there.
He works overseas and rarely gets time off, but he had today marked in his calendar for months. It's his sister's wedding. He's been back in the country only briefly, so he's been a bit turned around with the directions and public transport. Emma was sending him venue details so he wouldn't get lost. That's why they were texting every day.
I had no idea.
No, you didn't, because you didn't ask. You assumed and you ran with it. From what exactly? From your fiancé having a brother? You built a case in your own head and recruited your entire family to punish her at her own wedding. At no point did you ask, what if I'm wrong?
I really thought that...
If you found messages from an unfamiliar name, feeling uneasy is understandable. But Emma tried to explain. She reached out with the truth and you shut her down. You hurt my daughter, and I will not forgive that. There is no version of this where I hand my child back to you.
Please, I'm so sorry. We made a mistake.
A mistake gives you license to hurt someone like that? As you may know, Emma's father is an executive at a pharmaceutical company, an important business partner of your parents' firm. But now that I understand the kind of people you are, I'll need to reconsider that relationship going forward.
Wait, please. You can't just pull out of a business deal. That's not your call to make.
You're right that a single executive can't do it unilaterally, but a CEO can. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My maiden name is Highland. I'm the vice president of Highland Pharmaceutical. And the CEO is my brother, which makes him Emma's uncle.
The VP? And her uncle is the CEO?
My brother adores Emma as if she were his own child. What you've managed to do is anger an executive, a VP, and a CEO, all people connected to your parents' most critical business partner. Did you really think that would have no consequences?
We didn't know her uncle was the CEO. You can't hold that against us.
We didn't advertise it because we didn't want the power dynamic to make things awkward. Besides, you're not expected to know every member of someone's extended family. Oh, and one more thing. Don't bother with an apology or a bow. It won't change anything. You told my daughter that someone who causes harm has no right to speak. Then neither do you. No matter how much you apologize, I won't forgive you. You don't have the right to say a single word. Those were your words. I'm returning them to you. Karma has a way of coming round.
Emma, I'm so sorry. I really genuinely thought you were lying, but you actually had a brother. Look, you didn't exactly make it easy for me to figure that out either. Let's just move past this and start fresh, okay?
What are you saying? You told me I wasn't allowed to speak at the ceremony, remember? Why would I go back to that?
I said too much. Say whatever you want, just please come back.
Really?
Really? Truly, I mean it! Just come back!
Are you serious right now?
What?
You think someone who was told not one word is going to waltz back in with a smile on her face? How disconnected from reality are you? Did your judgment short-circuit somewhere in the last hour? Or do you genuinely believe you didn't do anything serious enough to be unforgivable?
I mean...
This morning I put on a dress I spent 4 months choosing, sat in a chair for 2 hours getting ready, and walked into that venue thinking about the life we were going to build. And your family looked at me like I was furniture.
I know it was wrong.
You don't get to say, I know it was wrong 20 minutes later and call that an apology. The reason you're chasing me isn't because you're sorry for the pain you caused, it's because your parents' business is on the line.
That's not true. I do feel terrible.
Then why was your very first message, let's just move past this? Not, I was wrong and I hurt you, as if today was a minor inconvenience.
Please, I really am sorry. Just give me another chance.
My mind was made up the moment you told me not to speak. All further communication will go through my attorney. I was so looking forward to this wedding. But you told me you hated me. That cut deeper than I can explain. Those words don't go away. You were the one who said not one word. Well, let me say the same to you now. I won't be hearing your voice again.
Emma, you have to help me. Because of you, my whole family is falling apart. The wedding got canceled. The business contracts got pulled. My dad got fired from the family company. And now my parents are blaming everything on me. The rumors somehow reached my own workplace, too. And I'm basically radioactive there. I have nowhere left to go. My family might get hit with legal liability. If that happens, it's completely over. Please, I'm begging you.
Is that any way to ask someone for help? Your face must truly be made of steel at this point.
Emma?
This is her mother, not Emma. Since you made it abundantly clear you have no interest in hearing my daughter's voice, I'll be handling this on her behalf.
I need to speak to Emma directly. Stay out of it. Besides, wasn't this partly your fault for hiding the fact that you had a son?
My fault?
If you'd just introduced Sean properly from the start, none of this...
Emma mentioned Sean to Ryan before the engagement. He forgot. That is not my failure, and it is certainly not Emma's. You want to point a finger at someone? Start with the person who went through his fiancé's phone in secret. Start with the person who decided he already knew the truth and refused to hear a single word of explanation. Start with the person who organized his entire family to freeze out the bride at her own wedding. That person is you, not me, not Emma.
Fine, I hear you, but what am I supposed to do now? My whole life has collapsed.
If you had listened to Emma, none of this would have happened. You refuse to own your actions, and you lash out at the person you hurt. People like that don't get to be rescued. Do not contact my daughter again. Diana, thank you for running interference. I appreciate it. You need to rest. Let me take care of this. Take a breath. I will. Once I've settled down, I'll step in and handle it myself. I think that's the right call eventually. For now, though, I'm just going to leave him on red. Is he still messaging you? Constantly, dozens a day, all variations of, let's get back together. The apologies don't even feel real. I don't think he understands how much he hurt me. What does he actually say in them? Things like, I panicked and I let my fear get the better of me. Not once has he said, "I'm sorry for what I said about you," just, "I'm sorry things got out of hand." There's a big difference between those two things. There is. One is an apology, and the other is regret that it didn't go his way. He also said I should have been more upfront about the whole situation, that this was partly my doing. You have every right to put the phone down. His apologies are not apologies, they're negotiations. I'm going to wait a few more days before I respond. I have things I want to say. Ryan, you have to stop sending me 200 messages a day.
Emma! Finally, you actually replied!
I came here to tell you something. I know you want to reconcile because your parents' business situation is dire, but even if we got back together, it wouldn't restart the contracts between our families.
What? Why not?
My uncle's company has already found a new supplier. The transition went smoothly. They're actually expecting growth because of it. There's no reason for them to go back to your family's firm now.
That can't be right!
And your father? He was let go, wasn't he? You were probably hoping that if the contracts came back, he'd be reinstated. That's not how this works.
Dad's gone! I've got a reputation problem, and I can barely keep my head above water! My parents fight constantly now. The whole family is fracturing. The rest of the relatives are pushing all the blame onto us and saving themselves. That's just cowardly.
That's a lot to carry.
So you understand?
I understand that the consequences of your actions have arrived. That's not the same as sympathy.
Emma, please!
Well, there is something you could do for your family.
There is?
Take full responsibility yourself. This whole thing started with you, didn't it?
I mean, yeah, I did wrong, but my parents were the ones doing the ignoring, and all the relatives went along with it.
There it is.
What?
You don't want to carry the full weight of this. So you're trying to reconcile with me to score some points back. Am I wrong?
That's not... I mean...
You've messaged me every day for a week. Every single one is about what you've lost. Your job, your dad, your reputation. Not once have you asked how I'm doing. Getting back together fixes things for you. Nothing about my feelings enters into that equation at all. A reconciliation is never happening.
Please, just reconsider.
Words clearly aren't getting through. Fine, then I'll communicate in the only language that seems to land. A legal claim for damages.
Damages?
Well, you accused me of cheating with no real evidence and subjected me to humiliating treatment at my own wedding. You caused this. You'll be held accountable for it.
You can't be serious. I can't afford that.
You'll manage it. It's what taking responsibility actually looks like.
Please, Emma, I have nothing left. My family put everything on me and cut me off, took most of what I had and threw me out. The damages payment wiped out my savings. I don't even have a place to live. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Please just let me stay somewhere. I'm desperate.
I am blocking this number now. We won't be in contact after this.
So that's it? I paid and now we're done?
You were willing to marry me just to protect your parents' business deals, and yet here you are. I made my choice the same way you made yours, by deciding to stop speaking. As long as we're both reachable, there's always a way for this to start up again, so I'm ending it here.
I'm begging you, please forgive me.
Goodbye, Ryan. Just like you wanted. You won't be hearing from me again. Ryan, brought low by his own assumptions and cruelty, was left to pick up the pieces of a life he'd dismantled himself. He kept his job, barely, but was quickly sidelined with no prospect of advancement and little to look forward to. As for Emma, she's been busy with a new chapter entirely. Sean had reached out and offered her a position working with him overseas. It had always been a dream of hers, and after everything she'd been through, Diana gave her a gentle push. Go for it. So she did. The future she'd imagined, a happy marriage, a home built with someone she loved, turned out differently than she'd planned. But Emma had no intention of letting that be the end of the story. She was going to build her own happiness, on her own terms, with the family who had always stood by her.